I was at my daughter, who was 10 years old at the time. It was a state tournament for Lone Star Soccer, and we were set up with tables and tents and stuff. And a girl came up on a golf cart, and her dad's holding her and picking her up, and she's crying, and he puts her on my table, and she's got a really badly sprained ankle. It was like a grade 2 sprain. It was swollen purple. She couldn't put any weight on it. And so I got her on the table, and I put ice on her calf underneath, and then I was icing it with an ice cup, and I had an ice pack over her ankle. And the dad came over, and he says, Ken, it's not her calf, it's her ankle. And I said, no, sir, it's her calf, it's not her ankle. And he gave me one of these, like, oh, like he wished he'd taken her someplace else. And so I'm working on her, and I get it where I can see there's no swelling, there's no bruising, there's no. I mean, I've got full range of motion in this thing already, just from doing the releases and everything in the ice. And I said, okay, go ahead and stand up. And she what? And I said, yeah, go ahead, it's okay. And she stands up, and she goes, wow, that doesn't hurt at all. Hey, can I play? And I said, I want you to jump. And she said, so she did this little hop, and I said, no. I said, do you ever watch Winnie the Pooh? And she goes, yeah. And I said, do Tigger jumps? And she goes, really? And I said, yeah, go ahead. So she starts jumping up and down as high as she can, and she's laughing out loud. She stops right in the middle. She looks at me, and she goes, can I play? And I said, I have one more test for you. And she said, what's that? And I said, get up on top of the table. And I said, I want you to jump as high as you can off of the table and land on both feet. Tell me what you feel. And she jumped off, and she landed on both feet. And she said, I do not feel any pain. Can I play? And I said, put your shin guards on. She sprinted to her field. Now her dad stood there with his arms crossed and his mouth open. And he stood there for almost 10 minutes. And he finally walks over to me. He says, Ken, you don't know me. He said, we just met. He says, but I played in the NFL. I have seen thousands of ankle sprains in my career. He said, I've never seen anything like that. What in the heck did you do? So I explained it to him, and he says, that all that makes sense? He says, but I have one problem. I think her teammates are going to think she was faking.